Hey everyone, I'm Layla Davis.
And I'm Naomi Tedros for City Schools TV.
And welcome back to a new episode of Building a Generation. Thank you for joining us as we continue to keep our families and staff updated on the amazing things that are happening in Baltimore City Public Schools.
On today's episode, we will be talking about the Black Panther movie premiere that happened recently. How did you like it? No spoilers though.
Not gonna lie, it was a bit of a tearjerker, but if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend that you do. Go with a group of friends or even family. Okay, now let's jump into our first video, the Black Panther movie premiere. Hi everyone, I'm Layla Davis from City Schools TV, and we're here at the Senator Theater attending the Black Panther movie premiere. Not only are we the only ones attending this event, but we're also being accompanied by our mayor and the CEO of Baltimore City Schools. We're here to see how this movie truly impacts the minds of Baltimore City students, and not only them, but also the teachers.
When you know your true power, when you know where you come from, that's the only way that you're gonna make it where you're destined to go. So I just wanna say thank you to everyone and to the young people in particular. Know that what you see here may be a fantasy there, but it can be real life for you, because that's your heritage, that's where you come from, that's what we can be again if we so choose to do so.
What are you looking forward to watching this movie?
I'm looking forward to a lot of the action sequences. I'm looking forward to Lupita Nyong'o's performance, and I'm also looking forward to the soundtrack.
I'm excited to see how they deal with the absence of their, the former star, because he died. I think it's going to be really cool, and I hear the cinematography is really great too, so I'm excited to see how that all comes together.
Yes, this is the story of our community, but the story of our community is a human story that is worthy of being heard around the world. It is the story of our people that connects beyond ourselves. That is what makes this a hit. So know that your story is worthy because of your community, and the story is worthy of the world's attention. Thank you, enjoy the film, and make sure you get popcorn.
Hey everyone, it's me again, Layla Davis. And you heard it, everyone had a blast at this event.
Baltimore City students and teachers had the opportunity to view the new Black Panther movie. I enjoyed seeing everyone that came out and got to experience it.
I know, right? It was also a way to see how the movie impacted the minds of students and teachers of Baltimore City.
Yes, it's most definitely a highlight of this school year.
Hopefully we can do more things like that further down the road. It's nice to see Baltimore City students and teachers come together as a community and have a shared experience.
I agree. Who was your favorite character from the movie?
Probably Shuri. I feel like she was such a strong and powerful character.
My favorite character was Shuri as well.
And with that being said, let's move on to our next segment, the Be More Me speaker series.
Hi guys, it's Jewel Carter here at Coppin State University. We are here for the Be More Me conference where students are here to amplify their voice. There's so many amazing things happening today. They have a panel discussion for students. They have breakout rooms, food, fun. So let's check it out.
I also didn't grow up knowing that Baltimore was a cool place to be, or that Baltimore was beautiful.
The beauty of Baltimore really shows up in my creativity. It's the reason why I am such a powerful artist.
We just heard a panel of some local leaders from Baltimore talking about how they experience the beauty in Baltimore and sharing that with some of our middle schoolers.
Basically, we gave the students a prompt based off a publication that I helped work on called Homegrown, and the poem was called Beauty in Your Chew. They made their own version of the poem, whether that be what the poem made them think of. They took a line from the poem and they made their own version of it. But it's mostly to kind of critically think, mostly using critical thinking skills, to write and to make a beautiful poem about Baltimore and things that they care about.
The beauty in your streets, your wildfire streets, the beauty in your eyes is the beauty in your truth. Your eyes hold the truth of your soul. Let it be loud, let it be known. The beauty of your streets, the beauty of your soul. The beauty in your strut, the beauty in your cut. They will ask you to repeat yourself. They will ask you where you're from. They will want to know your life and the bumpy roads in between. Show them your energy, show them your birth, show them your soul.
about, you know, there's different narratives, especially in the media, around the negative aspects of Baltimore, but people like us who call this place home know that there's so much more. There's so many incredible things happening. There's so many beautiful things happening.
Well, guys, there you have it. Today's theme is focused on the beauty of Baltimore. And me, native from Baltimore, I love everything about it. This is the first of many Be More Me speaker series to come, so make sure you guys tune in to City Schools TV, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram at Balt City Schools. Well, until next time, see ya!
I loved hearing how each student had a different way of interpreting Baltimore's beauty.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Beauty is very much in the eye of the beholder. And engaged middle schoolers into it by giving them prompts to complete, and listening to speakers had them really start formulating their own beauty of Baltimore.
With that being said, let's transition to our next segment, the Choice Fair event.
Hey y'all, I'm Mitchell here with City Schools TV, and we are here at the annual Middle and High School Choice Fair. Now this is where you come and meet different high schools, talk to different teachers and administrators to make an informed decision on where you want to go to middle and high school. And we finna have some fun. There's gonna be performances, there's food, there's dancing, there's all of it. You ready? Follow me. So what's your top choice? I have to know.
Mervo.
That's a pretty solid choice. Okay, why Mervo?
Because of the culinary.
You want to go to the culinary?
Yes.
Oh, that should be really awesome.
I go to Carver. I attend Carver Vocational Technical High School for 2 years now. This is just it's a culinary treat. It's a fun experience for, you know, upcoming chefs.
Oh, okay. So you want to be a chef?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. I'm guessing you guys go to Western. What made you guys choose it?
So I have heard that it's a really good school, and it's an only girls school, so it's calm in some part of way because there's no boy drama.
Fair. They're performing. Let's go.
Yeah, I think it's important, especially for middle school students, just because it gives them an opportunity to see all the schools at once. You have an opportunity to talk to professionals on staff, students. You get to see some of the things the schools are specialized in.
Young people get the chance to ask their own questions, right? What kind of sports do you have? What AP classes do you offer? Do I have a chance to learn a trade? All of those things are important, and it gives young people ownership and families information.
It's really for students and for parents who are looking and thinking ahead in terms of what is the skill set that we need to be successful.
So why do you think this event is important?
I think it's important because for me, I need like a well-varied option of what high school I'm going to choose.
So I think part of what goes into making the decision is really what's a good match for you as a student. It's not just about going for the big names. A lot of young people, for example, might say, oh, I want to go to a big school like a Mervo or a Poly. And then they actually find out, well, maybe I don't want big. Maybe I want a smaller setting like a Bard or a City Neighbors High School. And so figuring out like what size you want, figuring out what you want to study, right? So if you want career preparation in a particular area, not necessarily going straight to a four-year school or going to four-year school but wanting a trade along the way, those are the questions that you need to ask. So what does a Carver have as opposed to a Mervo? And I think those are the kinds of things that are important. It's important for young people and families to know a little bit about themselves so that they can figure out what it is they want in a school.
Definitely, I would say transportation is a big thing right now in Baltimore City because most students depend on either a school bus to get to school if it's not their zone school or the MTA.
Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I had a lot of fun between performances, seeing some of my old teachers, getting in the festivities. It was real lit, I'm not finna lie to you. For more information, go to www.baltimorecitysschools.org. Follow us on Instagram at Balt City Schools. Like our Facebook page, Baltimore City Public Schools. Shout out to City Schools TV, the student media team, whole office of communications. This event was wonderful, and on that note, deuces.
Good thing you're not a middle schooler. As an 8th grader, there are just way too many choices to choose from.
Yes, and it all depends on what you want to do. Like if you want to get involved in something like culinary or another field like the arts.
Or what sports and AP class they offer. Like Dr. Sanalisa said, it gives us the opportunity to ask our own questions and talk with the administrators there.
Exactly. A lot of schools offer a lot of different things. No school is the same.
It can also give us an idea of what schools are out there and maybe have us seriously start thinking about what we want to do.
Yeah, I can assume that all those choices can make you excited and motivated.
Now, let's move on to the next segment, the Mount Royal Nut and Bolt story.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
Students, teachers, civic leaders, and parents celebrated a change at Mount Royal Elementary Middle School on October 7, 2022, a renovation of the iconic nut and bolt structure. The footbridge was originally created in 1982 by artist Arthur Benson, who was a resident and Mount Royal EMS parent. Mr. Bolton, who is nearing age 90, attended the ribbon-cutting ceremony, much to the surprise and delight of everyone in attendance.
1, 2, 3.
Nestled in historic Bolton Hill in the heart of the MICA campus, Mount Royal partners with MICA interns who help incorporate art across all content areas. Mount Royal reflects its surroundings with a walkway that is now a work of art, and thanks to a $50,000 grant from the Maryland State Arts Council, the nut and bolt structure has been restored to its original color and condition.
We worked together to lead it to make sure that our kids knew we appreciated them and make our unique structure new again and bright again, and be in an area that promotes art in all of its forms. And we saw that today from our kids.
This piece of art that I'm standing in front of, this nut and bolt, this to us here at Mount Royal, this represents foundation. The nuts and bolts, it represents growth. And there's a lot of growing here at Mount Royal.
Thanks to community partner BSO, students receive renovated and new instruments as well as one-on-one training. The music, theater, and fine arts programs have all grown within the last 4 years, with fine arts becoming an elective program for the first time this year at the middle school level. That was really cool. If you haven't already, make sure you connect with us on social media to stay up to date with the latest updates of what is happening on City Schools TV. I'm your host, Nahomi. Thanks for joining us.
The footbridge looks amazing with the new restoration. It looks so bright and colorful.
I know. And it was so cool to learn that the students also received new and renovated instruments along with one-on-one training.
It was even cooler to see the original artist, Mr. Bolton. He must be impressed to see how they restored it to its original color and condition. I know I would be.
Well, Layla, now it's time for the question of the show.
Let's give a drum roll.
The question of the show. Today's question of the show is...
What school recently had a ribbon cutting to celebrate the reopening of their new building?
Is it A, Falstaff Elementary Middle, B, Arlington Elementary, C, Highlandtown Elementary Middle, or D, Callaway Elementary?
The correct answer is C, Highlandtown Elementary Middle.
That's right. So excited to see how the students flourish in the new building.
Most definitely. Well, that is a great way to end today's episode. I had so much fun.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait until the next one. We have so many exciting things happening in City Schools.
To see more of our content, make sure you tune in to City Schools TV on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on our post notifications.
Yup. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at Bolt City Schools.
Until next time, I'm your host, Layla Davis.
And I'm your host, Nahomi Tedros.
Thank you for helping us build a generation. See ya!